Welcome everyone to our video to recap our last session, day 5. The first input from Mr. Kreft was based on recalling the bicycle tours of ecosystem diagnostic analysis from second semester. We visited many different ecosystems where different management strategies were applied.
And then we got some input on climate change in the area of Barnim, and those data were the project data of the project Anpassbar, and they were comparing the time periods of the years 1961 to 1990, and the other was a prognosis for the time period 2061 to 2080, and the data were from the World Climate Meteorological Database, and they are also used by the IPCC. And also important to know that they are calculated of the mean results from 5 different models. And we learned that the mean annual temperature will rise, probably rise of 4 to 6 degrees, and also the mean annual precipitation will rise, but in June and August the precipitation will be less, and in December and February there will be much more precipitation, so it will be a more wet winter. And we also learned that the mean maximum temperature of the hottest month and of the coldest month will both increase. Then we got some inputs on possible effects of climate change on forest ecosystems. For example, that the higher CO2 concentration in the atmosphere will lead to more forest growth, and droughts will possibly lead to less forest growth. And also that those temperature increases can result in better living conditions for insects and pathogens and fungi, so they will occur more.
So after our input on climate change, we were pretty much prepared for our group work. In this group work we had to identify from our critical threats the major indirect threats and the opportunities that influence those direct threats. So all of this was a process for analyzing and creating a common understanding of the context of a project. And it's just a way to document a situation analysis and a probe for opportunities and not just threats.
Okay, after all, the lessons we have learned according to the whiteboard is the distinction between the threats and stresses. Stresses are the biophysical impacts on the targets and explain the logic behind. Furthermore, it is important for the contributing factors that explain indirect threats or opportunities of the threats, and helping to see the connection between the targets and between the targets every group will work on. And the day was important for consensus finding within the groups, and good to have fun during group work.